Okay, so what we learned so far, the first way of doing it is called factorization. And so basically, if we have, say, x squared plus 4x minus 5 equal to 0, we break that into x plus 5 and x minus 1 equal to 0. So therefore, then x either equal to -5 or x equal to 1. This is one doing that. If we do the complete square, then we're going to do x squared plus 4x. We move 5 to the right, and then we add half of that square. So 4 over 2 squared, and 4 over 2 is just 2, so 2 squared. And then this side, we got x plus 2 squared, and that's why we call it completeness square. So make the square like that. And the other side is 5 plus 4 equal to 9. Then we take square root on both sides. So what we got here then is x plus 2 equal to plus minus 3. So therefore, x is equal to plus minus 3 minus 2. So we got 2. One is 3 minus 2 equal to 1. Then another one is -3 minus 2 give us -5. So both we can solve it. Now, the factorization is generally the easiest, but there's a limit to that. Is sometimes we just won't be able to do this factoring like that. And the second one, that works no matter what. So today we actually just we're going to use this one and to come up with a formula, because this method works no matter what. So to do that, then we start with a general form, which is ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0. And now we know that a is a real number, but not equal to 0. Then b and c both are just real numbers, so they can be 0. B can be 0, C can be 0, can be any real number. But A can be any real number except 0. Okay, because if A is 0, then you don't get a quadratic term. So it's not quadratic equation anymore. Okay, so what we're going to do here is that we are going to do things like this. We're going to move C to the other side, minus C. So what we got here is minus C here. And then we're going to divide by A, because A is not 0, so we can divide by A. Then what we got here is x squared on this side plus b over a x and equal to minus c over a. And now we're going to use complete square. We're going to add half of that square. Half of that square is b over 2a squared. Then on this side is b over 2a and squared. So on this side, then we got x plus b over 2a, like what we did earlier on. Then on this side is minus c over a plus b squared over 4a squared. Now we're going to add those two fractions. So therefore, we have to change that, have the same common denominator. So what we're going to do is times 4a here and times 4a on the bottom. So what we got here is negative 4ac, c times a times 4 times a, bottom is 4a squared. And add b squared and 4a squared. So therefore, what we got on this side is 4a squared, then b squared minus 4ac. And then we're going to do the fact, just we did on complete square, we're going to square root on both sides. So what we got here is x plus b over 2a, and the other side is plus minus b squared minus 4ac. over 4a squared. So now we know we can rewrite this as b squared minus 4ac over square root of 4a squared. Now the bottom, of course, we can take square root out. B squared minus 4ac and over 2a. Okay, now we got this. And then we're going to move this to the right. So therefore x equal to minus b over 2a, right? Which is minus b over 2a on both sides. And plus minus b squared minus 4ac over 2a. So therefore, we can combine them, minus b over plus minus b squared over 4ac. So this is the famous quadratic formula. So therefore, if we have something like a quadratic equation, ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0, we know that our solution will be x equals to minus b plus minus b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Okay, now we're going to see how we going to use that to solve quadratic equations. Okay, just remember the one we did earlier. Says x squared plus, let's say, 4x minus 5 equal to 0. Now, in this case, our a is 1, which is simple. Then b is 4, and c is negative 5. So we can plug it in. So our x is 2 times 1 on the bottom. B is minus b, so minus 4, plus minus. Then we got b squared is 4 squared, minus 4ac, 4. A is 1, c is negative 5. And what we got here on the bottom is 2. This is negative 4. And plus minus, then we got 16. And negative, negative, positive, add 20. And in that, we got minus 4 plus minus 36 over 2. Well, square root of 36 is 6. So now we got negative 4 plus minus 36 over, so 6 over 2. So we got two solutions. One, x1 is negative 4 minus 6 over 2, which is negative 10 over 2, give us negative 5. And we got x2 is negative 4 plus 6 over 2, give us 2 over 2, give us 1. So that's how we got this solution, negative 5 and 1. Good? Yeah, are we good, Grayson? Okay. Okay. All right. Now, it doesn't have to have the first one is 1. It could be any number on the first term. Like, for example, 3x squared plus 7x plus 2 equal to 0. So this one is kind of, we can factor in it, but if we're just using formula, that's pretty straightforward. It's a little bit tedious, but it's straightforward. So we know our A is 3, so 2 times 3. Our B is 7, so minus 7, plus minus. And B is 7 squared, minus 4 times 3 times 2. So therefore, we got 6 on the bottom, negative 7 plus minus, and then 49 minus 4 times 3, 12, times 2, 24. So therefore, what we got here is minus 7 plus minus 25 and 6. Then we got negative 7 plus minus 5 over 6. So x1 will be negative 7 plus 5 over 2. That's, 6. That's negative 2 over 6, give us negative 1/3. Then x2 will be negative 7, negative 5 over 6, negative 12 over 6, give us negative 2. So you can see that we can just use the formula and to find our solution. Good? Okay, I'll let you try a couple. Let's do x squared plus 7x plus 10. Okay, now we're going to use that the formula, which is minus b plus minus b squared minus 4ac and over 2a. Okay. Very good. Okay, good job. Let's try 2x squared minus 5x minus 3 equal to 0. Okay? Very, very good. Good job. Let's try okay. Try this one. Okay. Very good. Very good. So now we can see that this actually uh, pretty powerful formula. So no matter what kind we have, we are solving it. And so far, what we did is the solution is rational, either integer and all fractions. But we can also dealing with uh, non-rational numbers solutions, like uh, radicals solutions. Like for example, x squared plus 3x minus 2. Now this one you won't be able to get the rational result. So let's see what kind of result we got. We got x equal to minus 3 plus minus 3 squared minus 4 times 1 times negative 2 and 2 times 1. So therefore, what we got here is negative 3 plus minus, this is a 9 plus 8 and 2. So what we got here is negative 3 plus minus 17 over 2. So now we got this irrational number. So in this case, our solutions are x1 equal to negative 3 plus 17 over 2 and negative 2 and minus 3 minus 17 over 2. 17 over 2. So now in order to solve kind of save time, we just write them together, like as this way. X is equal to minus 3 plus minus 17 over 2. Good? Yeah, we good? Grayson? Okay. So let's just try a couple of those, okay? Uh, x squared minus 3x and plus 1 equal to 0, and see what you got. Let's see how we do this one. Now our A is 1, B is -3, and C is 1. So therefore, what we got here, x is equal to minus -3 plus minus -3 squared minus 4, A and C, and 2 times A. So now what we got here is 3 plus minus 9 and minus 4 over 2. And in this case, 9 minus 4 is 5. So that's what we got. It's an irrational number over 2. So that's our result. So we're saying there are two solutions. One is 3 plus square root 5 over 2. The other is 3 minus square root 5 over 2. So you can see that the power of this quadratic formula is that it pretty much can solve any quadratic equations. And also when we're trying to solve quadratic equations, sometimes we don't have a solution. At least we don't have what we call real numbers. We don't have a solution. There's no real numbers can satisfy the quadratic equation. For example, if we have, say, x squared plus 3x, then plus 7 equal to 0. And now we can see what will happen here. Our A is 1, B is 3, and C is 7. So now we have x equal to 3 plus minus 3 squared minus 4ac. A is 1, C is 7, and there is 2 times 1. So what we got here is 3 plus minus 9 minus 28 over 2. So now you can see that now we have a problem. 3 plus minus negative 19 over 2. Now, what do we mean by negative square root of negative 19? Do we have any real number that to work makes it work? You can see that if, let's say, if there is a real number, let's say A, or we can use anything else. We can use, say, for example, trying to a little bit different. Let's say if we use E as a real number, square root negative that. Then we square on both sides, and E squared equal to negative 19. But here's the problem. Our real number either positive, negative. So if it's positive, then positive number square is greater than 0. And if it's negative, say for negative 5, that square is also positive. So no matter what kind of real number, we won't be able to find real number that make this is true. So that means this number is not real number. And this actually in algebra is called imaginary number. And that's something we'll learn in the future, but just show you that that's not part of a real number. This is no real number makes that happen. So therefore, in this case, when we're trying to solve a quadratic equation, the first thing we're going to determine is that do we have a real solution? I mean, real solution means do we have a real number that is a solution to the quadratic equation? So, and we notice that because our formula is like this: minus b squared minus 4ac and over 2a. So just look at this part. And if b squared minus 4ac is greater than 0, then we have a real number solution. That's no problem. And if we have b squared minus 4ac equal to 0, then that means this part is 0. So therefore, our solution is only have one number. And this is something we call double zero. So this will happen because what we got here, for example, x minus 4 squared equal to 0. Then we learned before this x minus 4 times x minus 4 equal to 0. So either x equal to 4 for the first one, for the second one is x over 4. That means we have two exactly the same number as a solution, but there's two solutions to it. So that's called double zero. So that's when this happens, we'll get a double zero. And when b squared minus 4ac, that is less than 0. And hello.
Sorry, my computer was bugging.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so let's kind of go back. What I was trying to make a recording for you, but since you are come back again, then we just continue from where we left over. Good. So when we have, now you know how to use the formula, but if we have a situation like this, 3x, let's say, put it some simple, like 5 equal to 0. Now, if we use a formula, what we got here is negative 3 plus minus 3 squared minus 4 times 1 times 5. You okay? 2 times 1. So what we got here is negative 3 plus minus 9 minus 20 over 2. And now we see you could get a problem here. Negative 3 plus minus, we got negative 11. Well, square root of negative 11 is not a real number. The reason we know that is if we call this number, let's say that's our e equal to square root of negative 11, but when you square it, that's a negative number. So therefore, we know that for all real number, they are either positive or negative. So for example, positive 2, that's squared, is positive, greater than 0. Negative 3 squared is also greater than 0. So therefore, there's no real number to make this happen. So therefore, once we got run into this situation, then we know that this equation, we don't have real number solutions. Okay, there's no real number that can satisfy the equation. Good? So therefore, you can see we got something when we have a quadratic equation, like say x squared plus 5x plus 7. And to know if we have real number solutions, we can use part of the formula is this part, b squared minus 4ac. Now, if this part is greater than 0, we know we have a solution. If this part equal to 0, we know we have what we call double zero. So that means x has to be minus b over 2a. Okay, just one value, but we call double because there are two, because we end up, for example, x minus 4 squared equal to 0. We actually break down to x minus 4 times x minus 4 equal to 0. So therefore, even though our solution is 4, just one value, but it happened here, it happened there. So we call double zero. Now, when it becomes b squared minus 4ac is less than 0, that's where we say no solution. Actually, we meant by no real number solution. Good? Yeah. Are we good? Okay. Now let's try a couple based on using this one. This is called determinant. Determinant is this one. We're going to use that to check if a quadratic equation has a solution or not. Okay? So 2x squared plus 3x plus 5 equal to 0. So basically just need to say, do we have a solution or we don't have a solution? Okay? We're going to use the determinant b squared minus 4ac, and to check that, is that greater than 0 or equal to 0 or less than 0? Good? Well, we need to check, do we have a solution? Okay, we're going to use this one. This is called determinant. Okay, so let's check. Our b is 3, so it's 3 squared minus 4 times a is 2 and times c is 5. So this is 9 minus 2 times 5, 10 times 40 is 40. So therefore it's negative 31. This is a negative. So therefore there is no solution. Good? Okay, let's try. So we just need to do, right now, this exercise is not to find the solution. We just need to know whether or not we have a solution. Good? Good, Grayson? Okay. All right, let's do this one. X squared minus 5x and minus 6 equal to 0. Okay, you'll find out whether or not it has a solution, okay? Grayson? Hello, Grayson? Hmm. Gray seems to have have some problem here. Yeah, his face is just frozen. Okay. Hello, Grayson? Well, let's look at how we do this one. We got A is 1, B is -5, and C is -6. So B squared minus 4AC, that's -5 squared and minus 4. And A is 1. Then, Grayson, did you did you solve the
Sorry,
problem?
it kicked me out for a second again. I don't know why.
Okay. Anyway, okay, I'm just gonna work this out, okay? So we got B squared minus 4AC, got -5 squared is 25. This is a negative plus 24 is 49. So we know this one has a solution. So therefore, this is how we do when we're trying to solve a quadratic equation. The first thing we're going to check, like for example, 3x minus 10. The first is going to check, do we have a solution? So b squared minus 4ac, that's 3 squared minus 4 times 1 times -10. Then we got 9, and this side is plus 40, 49. Good. So we know that we have a solution. Then we use the formula. X is equal to b negative b plus minus b squared minus 4ac and 2a. Nice thing about that, we already have this part. So it's minus 3 plus minus square is 49 over 2. Then that is -3 plus minus 7 over 2. So we got either, we got two solutions here. Either x1 is -3 minus 7 over 2, -10 over 2, give out -5. Then x to the second one is -3 plus 7 over 2. So that's 4 over 2, give us 2. So find those the solutions. Okay, Grayson? All right, I'll see you next time, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, make sure you send out your homework, okay?
Okay.